Hi. So I'm going to give a little review on Noughts and Crosses Season 2. Now, if you have read the book Noughts and Crosses, you know how it's a utopia. Oh, let me get up the synopsis because I always forget what it is. But it is a... Hold up, let me read it. So Noughts and Crosses is a series of young adults book written by the British author Mallory Blackman, including novels. Let me see what it's about. Right. At the time of slavery had been abolished by segregation. Oh, that's the Jim Crow. Hold on, let me find the story. Oh, that goes in too deep. It's got too much there. See if I can find a shorter version. Well, I would say Noughts and Crosses is similar to a Romeo and Juliet story. That's how I see it anyway. Okay, let me show the... Hi, big Philly. I'm going to show the trailer to make it easier for myself. Because when you have to explain something, there's probably people who have not seen. It makes it long.
I just wish it was your name, no one else.
She's in London. Find her.
Oh, it's not playing.
You cannot run. The fight's here.
Soon, yeah? We're gonna finish this war.
Just be safe.
The Prime Minister's allies have gone quiet today.
We stole your life from you.
You did that.
As long as we're together, that's all that matters to me.
From you.
You did.
Okay, so I know I can't show lots of it, but anyways, Noughts and Crosses, the first season was good, really, really good. It's like Romeo and Juliet story. It's like the rich and the poor. The difference is that how the melanated, whatever, they run Britain. So they're like in the affluent part of Britain. They run the laws, they run everything. Then there's I think it's the Crosses, I think. The poor people that live in the slums and all that. Now, this book was written by Mallory Black. I've got her name now. Mallory. I forgot her name. I just said her name. Anyways. Right, it was written. It's a book anyway. Therapy. It was written. So last season, Callum and the young lady escaped. Let me see if I could take it back to the point. Callum and the young lady escaped. So in this season, we've seen them trying to come back in, but they make it in such a way that how they spoilt it in a kind of a way. I would say there's little bits. I think really, yeah, it's a drama. It's a drama. It was put out. I forgot how long ago. Because I did a video on it. I did a review on it because what drew me was their costumes and the way how they flip things over, where like everything was in reverse. The oppressor, who you think was the oppressor, wasn't the oppressor. So they made it as a love story, basically, between these two characters here. She comes from a well-to-do family, and he comes from like the servant quarters kind of thing. Oh, well, should I play the trailer again? Let me play the trailer.
She's in,
I just wish it was you and me, no one else.
she's in London. Find her. You cannot run. The fight's here.
Soon, yeah, we're gonna finish this war.
Just be safe.
The Prime Minister's allies have gone quiet today.
They stole your life from you.
You did that.
As long as we're together, that's all that matters to me.
Yeah, sorry, I'm talking to myself. Yeah, so it was so it is an alternate story, really, written in Great Britain with the the border crosses, and the Noughts are the white people, basically. So they did a second series about it, but it is basically, I'll say in a nutshell, it's like a Romeo and Juliet story. So in one of the articles, they're talking about Callum, who is the main character. Um, they did it similar to how Nelson Mandela or Steve Biko, when they were in prison, that kind of setting. The only thing that got me about the program was because when they escaped, she wanted to go back, and she's pregnant and all that, and Callum at first was a bit apprehensive. He didn't want to go back, but she talked him into it. My thing is, his life is in danger and you're taking him back to a dangerous situation. Now, you need to watch this program to understand the thing about this program, because her dad is a power hungry man, which happens in most programs. He's like the tyrant, you can say, the tyrant. So they also showed where, like, you know, when it came to crime, they had to go to the queen, meaning they had to travel to Africa to get her to say, you know, give him a pre or not give him a pre or whatever. There was that. Another thing I noticed, they spoke Yoruba as well, which was really good. What else? It is, the second season is not as good as the first season, I will say. I feel they could have saved his life. The character Callum, the white guy, his life could have been saved. There was no need for her to go back to her family. She put his life in danger so much times, and his brother. And I feel that they could have been happier in other places. Did you ever watch Abfab? Yeah, I used to watch Abfab back in the day. But this one here, because of how it's done, it shows it. Well, at first they were saying over here that it was going to cause a lot of racial uprising because of the storyline. Yeah, and the IT crowd. So it's like, if ever you get a chance to read Noughts and Crosses, the book, even if you don't see the program, or you can, I think they do it on Amazon now anyway. I think Amazon has it right about now. But oh, it's okay. You're not distracting me. I was only thinking that they had no need to go back. They had no need to go back at all. I don't know. Anyone who's seen Noughts and Crosses, you tell me, do you think they should have went back to Albion? Because I think they should have not have. They was far away. They were happy. And then I think either she said to him, let's go back to Albion or something. She needs to get some stuff from her parents' house or something like that. And then they went back, and then it was downhill from there. And I thought, wow, his brother put him in danger a few times. And instead of his brother, what happened to Callum could have happened to his brother, because his brother did a lot. He did too much. And the costumes are still spectacular as ever. I mean, there's beautiful costumes. The city's beautiful. London looks totally different with an African statue in the middle of it. It just looks so nice. And I'm just saying, I mean, like, you could tell me in the comments what you think of this one, because I've done Peckham Finest review, I think. I did do season 1 of this one particularly. I did do season 1 of Noughts and Crosses. I was very intrigued with it. I think that's what made me watch it. it was intriguing. It's one of those ones where like you don't want to watch it, but you have to watch it. It's one of those ones. So, like I said, there's a whole book written. You don't necessarily have to watch the program. You can read the book. It probably they didn't put all the stuff from the book in the program, but the second season, I feel they could have just left it where it was, to be honest. You don't have to do season 2. You could have just left it where it was. They more or less, I mean, well, I know I'm going to spoil it for people, but they killed Callum out of it. It started a revolution in a kind of a way, but to be honest, he didn't have to go. He didn't have to be killed out. They kind of set him with the lions. His brother was very conniving, very scheming, and I didn't notice that in the first one. In this one, I did notice it a little more. So I got to know some of the characters a little more. Her father is scheming, but yeah. So this is a real, as in book form, real good. But as the program, you didn't have to add to season 2. You could have just left it at season 1. I don't know why they keep doing this to programs. Why add a season 2 to it? What's the point? If it's good at the first time, just leave it right there. Don't add nothing else to it. Don't take away. Don't add. Don't make up. Especially if it's from an actual book. Don't make up none. Just leave it right there. I'm going to show you the costumes of the characters. Let me see if I can show the characters. Oops. They said they're even going to do it in comic. Wow. Oh, there's a letter to Seth. Why can't I get it? So Noughts and Crosses by Mallory Blackman, couple of years has passed between Seth and Callum. I thought it very interesting when he decided to get back at those girls years after what happened. Let me see. Oh, you can't even see it. So Callum wrote a letter to Seth. Let's see what it says. So I admit I think about them often, but Safia. I admit that I think about Callum often. This is Safia to Callum. But I've stopped brooding and I stopped yearning for the impossible. Maybe in another lifetime or in a parallel universe, somewhere Callum and I could be together, and the way we should be. I wonder if he thinks of me. I doubt it, but just occasionally when I am doing my homework and washing my hair or cutting my toenails, I pause for a second or two and wonder. I took care of some personal business, namely Diane what? Can't even see through the colours. And Long Shadow, and the ones at the heartfelt who beaten up Sephira for sitting with me. I dealt with them in turn, Lola first, then Deanne. But by no means least, I took particular trouble to make sure Deanne suffered just as much as she made Safia suffer. That's a letter to Safia to Callum. without giving it away, I'm trying my best not to give away too much. I'm going to show you the book cover anyway. There's loads of versions of Noughts and Crosses. If you're interested in doing the reading of the book, if you're in Americas. Oh, doesn't show you the bit I want. Where is it? Okay. So this is the book by Mallory Blackburn, Noughts and Crosses paperback. So if you don't know the story, this is how you can get acquainted with the story. It's on Amazon. It's an interesting read, mind you. So let me tap people as well to make people. I see you, Big Philly. I see you, Hood Therapy. I see you, Chrissy. And Big O and So Fly. So over here, I don't know whether they do it in America. They're showing a series on Noughts or Crosses, or a season on Noughts or Crosses, 2 seasons now. So if you're not acquainted with the story about Noughts and Crosses, this is the book to get. If you're a book reader, you can get it on. I think you can get it on Kindle. You can get it on Kindle. It's cheap over it, but you can even listen to it on Audible, I think. So just to get acquainted with it. It's very interesting story. It's very excitable story. It's like Bones, Blood and Bones. If you heard of Blood and Bones, then you know what I'm talking about. It's like listen to Blood and Bones or Children of the, I think it's Children of the Blood or something. I can't remember. Right, but you have to understand where I'm coming from on this. I don't know whether people who's watched the series, you can tell me what you think. To be honest, what do you think of season 2? If you have watched it, are they trying to start something by putting the program on? The second season, anyway. The first season, okay, I get that part. The second season, are you trying to start something? Because over here, there is quiet tension, so anything can trigger here. So when you're showing certain things, and especially with character, when it's a love story, an interracial love story at that, it's one of those ones where you got to well, you should leave the characters where they're at. Don't bring them into season 2. Don't do a season 2. Oh yeah, and another thing I noticed about Noughts and Cross the season 2, the girl's pregnant. Pardon me, the girl's pregnant, and her sister almost beat her. And if Kellen didn't come in and stopped, she could have lost her baby. I was like, wow, like no mercy kind of thing. She hit her that hard. I was like, damn. And it's all because they only came back for money and little things. And fair enough, they had a gun sticking in their face, but it's just like every time people are shown, we're always shown a certain way, aggressive, whatever. Fair enough, right? If your family is under threat, you obviously you jump into action. But anyway, for those who haven't seen Noughts and Crosses, please take time to go read the book, listen to the Kindle, listen to a little bit even. Get acquainted with the story. It's interesting story. There are other stories like this as well, which I feel which they project on the old box. Yeah. So like this is my review on this basically. Just go take a look. Just go take a look at Noughts and Crosses. They it has a little bit of history attached to it too. That's what they're saying on the Wikipedia. So now I've seen that. Now I'm gonna go take a look at the other bit of it, the history bound, and have they linked it to certain empires, the Mali Empire, etc. So with that said, I am gonna come off. I'm not even gonna stay on here long. I'm just because I'm up and I can't go to sleep. So I might as well just buy lives and get them out and get them my pending ones. So yeah. So I will see you guys. Even if you're even if you dropped in and dropped out, it's fine. For those who have seen Noughts and Crosses, please put in the comments what you think of the season. If you have seen season 2, though I'm talking to the ones from the UK now. If you have seen season 2, tell me what you think. In America, if you've seen Noughts and Crosses and you've seen season 1 and 2, or you've just seen season 1, tell me what you think from your point of view. American mindset, or actually, I don't even. Just tell me your points of views, okay? It's not matter whether you're in America or UK, don't matter. But tell me, okay? Even if you read the book, yeah. So I just thought I'd do my little review. So I'm gonna come off. I know that it's not the usual stuff you look, but I was doing reviews from a long time before, so it's always good to talk about programs I've seen or caught my eye and that, and maybe we can share ideas on it or whatever. It's always interesting to hear other people's point of view. So with that said, I'm gonna come off. Have a good night, a good morning, because hopefully I'll go back to sleep now after this, because it's been on my mind. So yeah, all right, I'll see you. Bye.